Hi everyone, it's Andy from Sawdust and Survival. Sorry for the audio, there's no external mic or anything. I just happen to have the GoPro in my pocket. Going for a wild camp. With my friend's just gone parking up the car. It's Graham, you might have seen him on an earlier video. So yeah, we're going up into the woods and we're going to be camping out for the night. So thought I'd take you with us, seeing as I just happened to have the GoPro. I wasn't intending on filming anything, but just while he's parking up I thought I might as well do a little intro in case I do some recording. So I'll see you in a bit. Here comes Graham approaching. So he's got him parked up, so once he's here we'll grab our bags and get ourselves up to those woods and see if we can find a decent spot. Here we go, say hello to the camera.
Howdy, camera.
So we've just got here, and this is the spot we're going to go with this time round. We were thinking this one because it's been raining so much recently that when you go deeper into these woods the ground gets really boggy, and I'm going to be setting up my new tent that I've mentioned, Robens Starlight 2, and I know a lot of it kind of relies on tension between the ends, and I'm not sure how that'll stand up with much softer ground, but all the same this should be a pretty good spot. So we're going to set up here, and I know we're arranging it at the moment for a wild camp and stuff, but we never leave a trace. You won't know that we've been here this time tomorrow, so we'll crack on. Alright, so my Robens Starlight 2 is its first erection. So we've got the I finally managed to get it up. Oh, this is like a carry-on film. And then here it is. It was pretty straightforward to put up. I'll just sort of pan you right round. Something that I've noticed in a lot of videos about it is that when they put it up, it's always on some nice flat ground, and I was kind of concerned about how it'd go on in an environment like this, but it's been all right. I found a flat enough spot. So far it's looking okay. You know, no issues. My main concern at the moment is that there's a lot of pressure on these corner pegs. That's my main worry, and the ground's pretty soft. It uses maybe 8 pegs total. I've only got 6 in at the moment because I just want to, there's just one more to go in each side of that. So there's one in each corner, one for each of your cord, and then one at the end of each tent pole. And size wise it's looking nice. It's looking just kind of what I needed. Not huge, but plenty enough space for me in there. Okay, so I'm inside at the moment. I'm not sure how much you can see or can't, and here I am now. I'm 6'2", and my head here is right at the end. With my boots on, I've got maybe an inch or two. So I don't know how. I've seen videos of people claiming to be about 5.5 foot and saying they've got 2 feet of space beneath the feet. There's definitely not. This is the minimum length for me for a tent. I wouldn't want it to be any shorter at all, and if those ends weren't lifted up the way they are because of those ends, then I wouldn't be able to lie down flat. So I'm not huge in terms of height. 6'2", it's pretty common these days, I'd say. I am a bit of a chunker. Graham's just pointed out there. I am 18 stone, but that doesn't make me any longer, so sadly.
You're even out when you lie down.
Yeah, so it doesn't make me any taller. I suppose the only point I'm making here is with this Robens Starlight 2, I'd say it's going to be good for anyone up to, I reckon you could probably get away with 6'4", 6'5" at an absolute push. Any more than that, and you're going to have to, you're not going to be able to lie completely flat. In terms of width, I'm pretty big and everything, you know, 18 stone at the moment. That's going down. I'm hoping I'm going to be back to my slim 16 stone frame before long, but I've got maybe a foot at the widest point this side, so not a massive amount of room, and maybe 6-8 inches this side, just enough really. So I'd say this tent is perfect for me in terms of height and size. I certainly wouldn't want it to be any smaller, and I'm really glad that I didn't get the Robens Starlight 1, because I can only imagine how small that's going to have been. So if you're tall or big, do not consider the Robens Starlight 1, because you're going to be cocooned in. Something else I'd also considered because I really did want a compact lightweight tent. This, I won't go as far to say this is compact or lightweight, but something that I did consider is on this kind of ground that we're on, foresty type ground, to find a comfy spot in your tent, you need to move a little bit. So if you pitch your tent and you've got one of these tiny little one-man tents, then make sure before you pitch it that you are certain that you can lie down comfy on it, because when you get in it and you lie down, there's going to be little bumps, and there's going to be a comfier position if you move a few inches one way or a few inches the other, and you want that flexibility to be able to do that. So here we are, me inside the Robens Starlight 2. Just enough headroom for me to sit up, nice and comfy. I think it's perfect. I think it's the absolute right height for me, and I'm chuffed to bits with it. Next thing to go in is the Snugpak Elite 5. So right in there, it's saying comfort 15, minus 15 rather, / minus 5. Snugpak Elite 5, I'd say, is overkill. I bought it thinking I wanted to be super comfy. I am super comfy in it, but you can get, if you're in the UK, I'd recommend getting the Elite 4 instead. Reason I say that is because it's never been cold enough for this to be a problem, where I've really had to, even when I've been out and it's been snowing and icy and absolutely lashing it down with rain and it's freezing cold. So I'd say go with the Elite 4, because you could always stick some more clothes on, and this is just so big, it takes up so much room in your backpack. I like it and everything, but it's overkill. Just on the hunt at the moment for some for deadfall, in particular looking for any fallen trees, something that might be pretty big, you know, like some long burners as we'd call them. So yeah, I'm just going deeper into the woods now to kind of see what I can find. I think it's going to be a really nice night. So we're right at the end of February. It's been raining so much recently, as you might have seen on some other videos that I've done. This is actually only a few days after those videos. They were done during the week, during a week off work, and this is being done on the following weekend. Quite interesting. I don't know why, I know it sounds silly, but it just looks different to last time I came here, which wasn't long ago. I think the recent storms have resulted in pretty much anything loose coming off. Nice big log there. Seeing another one here. Yeah, I don't think that we're alone. I'm just going to switch you over onto a better view. There's a mode on my camera that I think is better for dark scenes. I can see a tent up ahead. Apologies if this is a bit more jittery. To get a better night shot, turned off hyper smooth. But there's a tent over here. I want to have a look at it. See if there's anyone in it. Because if I'm sleeping in the woods at night, I want to make sure that I'm alone. And if I'm not alone, at least know who's there. It looks empty. Oh, here we go, this has not been used. Well, probably has been used once upon a time, but not sure what you can see there, but that's, I don't know why I'm still whispering. Clearly no one been sleeping in that. So this is unacceptable here. Clear remnants of a fire. We're gonna have a fire, but you won't know that we've had a fire. We're gonna dig it out properly beforehand so that we're down to moist, damp earth, and then when we're done, we're going to completely douse it and we're going to fill it back in with land. You will not know that we've been here. But this here, clear remnants of a fire. They've clearly brought rocks over from a different area. It's just disrespectful to the environment, you know. Okay, so I've just come outside the wooded area on the other side now. Sun's just gone down. You can see behind me. I'm not sure how well you can see me there. Something that I found quite interesting is just with one little light, it should be right in the centre of the screen there, one little white light. You can see that, and that's quite a relatively dim little light that we've got underneath the tarp at the moment for setting up, and you can see it. Luckily we are going to have a small fire from deadfall, but luckily that's going to be kind of blocked out by my tent a little bit. On the plus side, this hill here, you know, unless someone comes this side of this hill, which I think is pretty unlikely, then I think we're pretty safe. There's our little patch of woodland looking off to the left. And pan back round. Just on my way back now, the fire is definitely visible. That's well worth keeping in mind. I'm glad I came out actually, just to know you can definitely see an orange flame, and I'd imagine that the fire isn't actually that big at this stage because he must have only just lit it, because he set it going while I was away. So, and what's more is the smoke that's coming from it. I doubt you can see on the camera. I can only just see it with my eyes, but there is this mist of smoke that is slowly coming out. So it's kind of there now. Not sure if you'll be able to make it out, but you can probably see the fire. Yeah, it's worth keeping in mind. Keep on actually while we get back. I don't know if it's going to be picking anything up worth showing you. Very boggy. Something to do that's handy to know in long grass is if you tilt your foot to the side when it's boggy like this, it turns the grass into almost like a ledge for you to stand on. So we're back. Here we are. We're in. Okay. Here we go. Right, Graham.
Welcome to the smoke show.
I've just been up there, and I went up to the top of the hill. I'm not sure if you could see me.
No, I was wondering where you got to.
Yeah, I went right up to the top of the hill there. I just meant to nip out the back and just have a look, but I just kept going. I heard you coughing, you know, from right up there.
Yeah, I mean, these firelighters are like so old they just wouldn't light at all.
Oh, never mind. Well, you've done a good job of getting it going. It looks nice.
Yeah, the cardboard got it going.
You can see from up there, you can see that light. Alright, so I'm all tucked in now. It's about midnight, 1 in the morning, and it's been a decent enough night. Yeah, and here I am in the Robens Starlight 2. Lay on I think it's a Dutch Army or something, roll mat in a snug pack. Elite 5 sleeping bag, which is overkill for what I need, but it's very comfy and very nice. I'm wearing a base layer, same waterproof socks I've had on all day, and I've got a fleece jumper on, and already I feel cosy, and I've only been in the sleeping bag a couple of minutes. So there we have it. Successful night so far, so all being well, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Hi everyone, morning. I've just woke up, so it's like 7:30 in the morning. Got to bed quite late last night. Pretty good night's sleep there. I never seem to have like massive lie-ins. I think the latest I've slept in a tent is maybe 9 in the morning. But no, 7:30 it's been a pretty good night's sleep. The only problem I had last night was just that I've got a cheap, and it is very old and very well used, Aldi self-inflating mat, so generic brand basically that they've put their stamp on, and that ended up that ended up keeps deflating. It's had its day basically. It's been with me for years, and it used to be really good. It never used to go down. It was really I found it comfortable and handy. I do like quite a firm pillow, but I could just get it to just the right level of comfort for me. And no, that's apart from that, everything's been great. It's not been, I must admit, it's not been particularly windy though, so that whole problem that I was concerned about the tent pegs going into soft ground hasn't really been an issue. I think the way to alleviate any worry about that is to just get some longer tent pegs for when I am in soft ground, particularly for those end bits that take quite a lot of stress. It's been a nice night. It's been had a good night last night. Everything's fine this morning. It's 5 degrees. Not been too cold. I've only just put on my softy jacket. And yeah, but I'm fine. I'm comfortable. So I will see you soon when Graham starts to get up. I'll start to pack away and off we'll go. I think this is a pretty cool feature of this tent actually. I just heard a noise that was like, it sounded like a fence being opened up and closed. It could have just been a bird or something, and I'm fairly sure there are no like fence gates that are close by to have made the sound that I thought I'd heard. But something that I really like is this little sort of vent hole that you can see out of. So from within your tent, without actually going out, you can kind of peek out. So I do like that, nice little feature there. Chuff with that. There we go. Okay, so packed up and ready to go now. You wouldn't know that we were here. But look at the campsite area. There we go. And here we are. It's morning and we're ready to go. All packed up. Okay, so that concludes a little wild camp. It was a nice night. It wasn't too bad. I've got a little thermometer on my watch, and I just popped it outside the tent this morning, and it was 3.9 degrees, so just Celsius. Just for anyone who's wondering about the equipment used and the comfort ratings, and I was fine with that, and that's pretty standard for the UK this time of year. So no, another successful wild camp. Nice night. See you again.